Freedom Vans, and I'd like to give you a tour of a van that we just finished for a family of 5. This van design was figuring out how to sleep and seat 5 people comfortably. So here we have a dinette where the family can have nice dinners at, but it also turns into a bed at night. We just bring up the dining table. We used these table legs because we wanted the table legs to be removable, and then you have a nice big open storage space here for when the table is not in use. And then we can put the table, so if you can see, the dinette has cleats right here, so the table will just rest on those cleats. And then we have these cushions back here that then slide into place. And they're pretty tight fit, but that makes it so that when you're sleeping, the cushions aren't sliding around, you don't really feel the gaps as much. And voila, you have our first bed. And next let me show you our second bunk. Our second bunk took a little bit more brainstorming, but we came up with an electric bed. And we did this so that, you know, when you've been traveling all day and you don't really feel like setting up the bed, this one is just always made. It comes down super easily and makes for a cozy little nook. For this bed platform, we added a little extension that folds away and then can fold down, making it a nice long bed. It does get more narrowed at the top of these vans. So width-wise, you don't have very much, or I mean, you still have wider than a queen, but length-wise, now you have more of a standard sized bed. Over here we have our power center. So up top we have a charge controller that monitors the batteries and lets you know how much power you have. This van has lithium batteries, and they can be charged 3 ways: from the 400-watt panel on top of the van. Driving, the batteries will connect to the alternator, or through shore power, so you just plug in an extension cord and charge up the van. Air circulation is really important in these vans to us, especially when you're cooking in the van or bringing your muddy gear in, you know, doing all kinds of dirty activities. So here we have an air filter which is on, pulls air from underneath the van where air is cooler. It pulls cool air into the van. And then we have a roof fan in the back of the van that then circulates that air and pulls it out the rear of the van. Here we have our controller for the heater. This van has the KingTech Snugger air cabin heater, and that connects to the diesel. It uses 1 gallon of diesel every 24 hours of running, so it's really efficient. It has 7,500 BTU, so it warms up this space really quickly. Almost all of our vans we do overhead cabinets, and we really love these hinges because they hold the cabinets open. They're super durable, hardy hinges, and then they soft close. We wanted the family to be able to cook, just really make coffee, quick snacks on the road. So here we have a small kitchen galley with a sink, 1 burner stove, refrigerator, and then some pull-out storage. So we added this little cutting board, which gives them some counter space, and it just folds right down. In their bench seat is where we have stored their battery system. They have a 200 amp hour lithium battery bank, 2000 watt inverter, and a 30 amp battery charger with lots of overcurrent protection. We are really lucky that our van builders are amazing artists and like to add in these special little touches into our builds. So here we have Mount Rainier, some stain art. We decided to leave the factory bench seat in its position. They do have 3 children, so this will be a comfortable way for their children to still be close to them and have really safe seating. One thing that we really like on these 4-wheel drive vans is to have an electric step. What's nice about these steps is that they come down when the doors open, but they go away when you're driving and give you a lot of clearance. Over here we have our Illuminess side mount ladder, which leads to the Illuminess roof rack. That's where we have our solar panel mounted awning. We have reverse lights that are connected to the van's reverse lights and light up the whole area when you're reversing at night. And then we have lights that also connect to the headlights, which gives you a lot of extra lighting. There are a couple of kill switches on the dashboard, so you can turn those off if you don't want to use them, but they come in really handy out on those dirt roads. Over here we have the backwoods front bumper. This is really nice insurance if you're out in the countryside and you hit something that might ruin your engine. This thing is super, I say badass. This thing's badass. This is a simpler model, but there is space to include a winch or some extra headlights if you would like. Over here we have the Fiamma awning. This is a crank out awning, super nice. It has feet so that if it's windy it'll stay attached to the van. I take this out by myself. I think that I wouldn't say do that very easily, but I can take it out myself, so they're user friendly. This family of 5 is picking up their van on Monday, and I am so stoked to hear about their adventures at the ski mountain and the freedom that this van will bring them in their lives. We're all about the freedom that these vans bring us, and I can't wait to see what freedom this van brings its family. Thank you for tuning in with us and seeing our van tour. If there's anything that you would like to see more of, please let us know in the comments.